braces, I used to go to my orthodontist, and I liked the environment in the orthodontist office. And when I got my braces off, I was wowed how great my teeth looked, and I was happy with the result. So I was like, man, you know what? I think I want to become a dentist. And I researched videos on YouTube, and I was looking at Texas A&M, David College of Dentistry. I have a couple of videos about dentistry on YouTube. I came across some of your videos, and I thought I'd contact you.
Well, man, I'm so happy that you did contact me, man. It's so funny that you mentioned Baylor College of Dentistry. I have a resident in my program right now that just graduated, and I graduated last year. She's finishing up her residency, and then have another student that just graduated about 2 weeks ago. And I think that's going to be a good contact for you moving forward. But let's continue, and I'll give you some more information about her and link you up and pair you up with her in a little bit. But it sounds like your experience getting into dentistry really had to do with your experience with the orthodontist, which is very common. A lot of people get their braces off or had some kind of experience in the dental office that kind of made them made them want to seek dentistry as a career and as a profession. So that's great, man. That's great. That's so great. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
As of like school wise.
School wise, yep. And what your plans on? Like, how are you? What's your current thought process about what you're doing now in school and where you need to go, where you think you need to go?
Oh, okay. Well, as of now, I'm in at Lone Star. It's a community college, and I plan to transfer to the University of Houston, and to get my major in biology, and then apply to all three of the dental schools in Texas, which is Texas A&M, Baylor College of Dentistry, and then we got the San Antonio Dental School, and we got the University of Texas School of Dentistry.
That's right. And that's UT Houston, actually.
Yes, sir. Downtown, yes, sir.
Okay. And again, which city are you in right now?
I'm in Houston right now.
You're in Houston right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what specifically is your question for me?
Oh, okay. Well, you had 3 questions.
3 questions, okay.
Yes, sir. So my first one was, what can I do to prepare me for the DAT exam, as well as prepare me to be the best possible candidate I could be for the dental school admission process?
So what can you do to prepare for the DAT? And I guess the second part of that is to prepare you for your candidacy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you said you have a third question too? Or is there another part of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That was the first question. I guess it was 2 questions in one. First question.
Okay.
I have 2 more questions, actually.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's focus on the 2 part of the first question, because I think that's probably going to be the best starting point. And maybe what we'll do is because I have a feeling this is something that we'll probably be doing multiple times. Maybe we can talk on a monthly basis, as you kind of continue this process, and as you get some of these strategies and things done. Once you get them accomplished, there'll be another step for you. So we'll have some more time to interact and chat. But I think this first question is the one that's really gonna set you up for everything else that you're going to have, everything else that you're going to need to have to get done. All right. Okay. So your main thing is, what do you need to do to prepare for the DAT and to become, to increase your candidacy or make your application probably the best that it can be. Right. That's your first question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So First thing is I definitely think you're on the right track. Um, transferring to from community college into maybe a little bit larger university like the University of Houston is a great first step. I actually used to live in Houston, so I'm familiar with downtown Houston. I used to live in Pearland, Texas. You know where Pearland, Texas is?
Yes, sir. I'm not. I live in Spring, and I'm not too far from Pearland.
Right. So,
yes.
So yeah, Spring, Texas. So Houston's a great city, man, and not only is it a great city for to live in, but also a great city to go to school and also to do some networking in. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But I think the first step is for you is to get into University of Houston. Transferring from the community college environment into maybe a larger college or university is a great first step. What is that process right now for you? What is that looking like for you? And how far away from you are you from being able to accomplish that transfer?
Well, I finished my first year, and I have one more year, and then I'll be able to transfer with the associate's degree into the University of Houston.
Okay. All right. So you just finished the first year, and you have a second year that's coming up. All right.
Yes,
so I think one of the strategies to getting into University of Houston, is you probably will need to do a little bit, continue your research as to that whole transfer process, what they're looking for. Maybe in addition to that, I know you mentioned wanting to major in biology. So I would want you to consider looking at the University of Houston as it relates to biology majors and how do you get into the biology track as a transfer student. I know at some schools they have like a liberal arts type of background, and some of them have like a pre-medical track. So I think the first step for you, now that you finished your first year of community college, is to really start looking at how you're going to get into University of Houston. Like what exactly are the requirements? What are some of the trends? And I would recommend even looking at some of the other schools in the area. I think there's Rice University.
Yes.
And there might be one or two. I know Houston has several different schools, but you want to have what I call contingency plans or backup plans, because we want your momentum and the transfer to not slow you down in your process and your desire and your target and your goal. So having a couple other options is always good in the event there's an obstacle or something that comes up that slows you down. So in addition to University of Houston, finding out what you need, I would also look into Rice or any other university that has a pre-medical or even a pre-dental track.
Okay.
If it's not in Houston, it may have. I mean, you may have to consider one of the other schools that you eventually want to apply to for dental school. You mentioned UT, what is it? Texas A&M. You mentioned Texas A&M, Baylor. I'm sure they have an undergrad, and since they have a dental school, that might be an option as far as a transfer. University of Texas in Austin, that may be an option for you. And then also, I'm not sure if the University of Texas San Antonio Health Center, I'm not sure if they have an undergrad component, but I'm sure there's so many different schools in San Antonio that may be an option for you too. And again, the reason behind that is you want to keep all of your options open. All right, I know you have a focus, but and probably UT Houston is your number one choice as far as a transfer, University of Houston. But you want to keep all of your options open if possible. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I think the second part of that for you as part of your transfer is, as you're looking at these different schools to transfer to, again, you want to look at the schools that maybe have a pre-medical or even a pre-dental society. Because at some point when you get there, after your transfer, you want to make sure that you're in the environment of taking the classes and networking with people that are on the same track as you, whether they're applying to dental school or they're applying to medical school or maybe even pharmacy school. Those three professions have a similar track as it relates to classes and prerequisites that undergrad students are taking to prepare their applications for those professional schools. So you want to be looking at schools that have those pre-medical or pre-dental societies, and I think that'll help you too.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully you're taking some notes, but like I said, we got to record it so you can play this back, and I'll send you the link afterwards. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And in addition to that, I think the third thing, strategy that's going to help you with this process is linking up with some dentists that are already in Houston. They can give you their perspective on maybe the schools that they went to as an undergrad. They can give you their perspective as to the dental schools that they went to, if they still have some affiliation with their dental schools, or other students that they've maybe are mentoring, that they've been helping over the years, either get into dental school or get through dental school. So I think finding and networking with dentists in Houston, which should be on somewhere on your list of things to do, to be thinking about doing. And that's one of the things I love about Houston, man. There's so many dentists in Houston. And actually, I have a lot of colleagues that are part of a network, a new dentist development network, that serve as mentors to people like yourself that are aspiring dentists, or people that are looking to get into the dental profession. So at some point, I want to link you up through the network, link you up with those mentors that would be glad to help you. And I think it will serve as a great resource for you also. But that's another strategy that you should be thinking about and doing, while you're in school and getting ready for your transfer.
All right.
So I actually think those three things will be enough homework for you for the next 6 months or so. That will, kind of start to lay down the foundation of what you're trying to accomplish here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So of those three things, what's your feedback on that? What do you think about that?
I think that's great. Later on, I will search up the college to transfer to see we'll probably, like you said, the medical programs, the pre-medical programs, or the pre-dental programs, to see which one is best to transfer. Maybe is the better school for me to transfer than University of Houston.
Yeah. And
when I will contact, like you said, there's a lot of dentist offices around Houston, and I pass up a lot as I drive on the road, and I'll be sure to stop by one and connect with them as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, currently, do you still go to you have a dentist that you're going to currently, or a dentist, like a family dentist that you and your folks or other relatives are going to?
Yes, well, the orthodontist I go to is called Clear Choice, and I got my braces up. I'm wearing retainers right now, and I go. They told me to come the next three months, so I don't really go. I don't go as often as I used to with my braces on now, as I used to.
Right.
Now that I got them off.
Okay. What about a general dentist? Who was the dentist that referred you to the orthodontist? You remember?
No, sir. I was weird, really, very young. I had my braces off about since I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
So I don't remember.
Okay. Now, is there a dentist that your family goes to?
Yes, sir. We haven't. We haven't been there in a while, so I don't know. I gotta ask my mom. I don't know the dentist office. I don't know the name of the dentist.
Okay. Well, I can think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got about 10 people that are practicing in Houston. Some of them are general dentists. A couple of them are endodontists or root canal specialists. 3 of them are pediatric dentists that we can link you up with as far as being able to network with some general dentists that are in the Houston area that can also serve as mentors for you, because I think that'll help you continue with the momentum that you're having as far as your pursuit, but also there'll be a good resource for you as you continue this process. I mean, I'll be here for you. I'm just not in Houston, but we're just a phone call and maybe a video or 2 away. But at the same time, I think it'll be good to have somebody in your particular city that you can continue to collaborate and network with.
All
right. So I'll send you a couple names of some people. Actually, one person that comes to mind. You're in Spring, you said? Spring?
Yes, sir.
That's north of Houston, right? A little bit north?
Yes, sir.
Around the 610 or probably the Highway 8, Highway 6 loop or something. Okay, so I've got a couple of she's in Missouri City. You know where Missouri City is?
No, sir. I'm not. I don't know the city.
Okay, it's basically it's like south of the Galleria area, which is around the downtown area. It's within the loop. But if you take 59 south, which is East West Highway, I think it is, Southwest Freeway, go south like you're going to, what's the name of it? Sugarland, like you're going down to Sugarland.
Sugarland? Okay.
Yeah, she's in the Sugarland, Missouri City area. Her name is Dr. Simone Ellis.
Dr. Simone Ellis?
Dr. Simone Ellis. Yes. She'll be a great resource. She's a general dentist, and she'll be a great resource for you. Also, there's 2 colleagues of mine that are endodontists or root canal specialists that I think will also be helpful. One of their names, the first gentleman's name is Dr. Jimmy Morrison or James Morrison. Jimmy Morrison or James Morrison, Morrison.
All right.
And the other person is Dr. Scott, Dr. Dontra Scott, Dontra, Dontra Scott.
Dr. Scott.
Yes, Dr. Scott. He's also an endodontist, which is a specialty dentist, a dentist that specializes in root canals.
All right.
And who else? Dr. Tracy Petrie. She is a general dentist. I think her practice is in the Galleria area, if I'm not mistaken. Tracy Petrie. Her last name is spelled Petry.
All right. And she's in the Galleria area?
She's in the Galleria area, exactly.
Okay.
And she mentors, all of them mentor new dentists and those people that are, interested in pursuing dentistry. And again, that's just a short list, a quick short list. I have a whole bunch of more on my network. And but I think starting with those, all 4 of them, you can Google them and find out about their, find out a little bit more about them on their websites. And I can also send you their contact information. and you can contact him that way also.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
So I think that alone, those three things that we talked about, is going to at least get you on your way or continue to give you some more momentum and some strategies that you can now start to execute. These are some ideas that you can start to execute. Keep in mind, I'll tell you this from years and years of myself, just experience and things that I've seen in my nearly 20 years in dentistry. Ideas are great, strategies are great, tips are great, but they mean nothing. They mean nothing if you don't execute them.
Yes, sir.
Right? You know, they mean nothing.
Yes, sir.
You know, so, you know, I'm glad you're writing them down. I'm glad we're discussing them, but now it's time to execute. You gotta get them done.
Okay.
So let's do this. Let's plan on linking back up in a month or so. And we'll do an update as to how you're coming along with those items on your list.
Yes, sir. That sounds good.
That sounds good? Good,
Yes,
good. So has it been helpful?
Yes, sir. Yes, I will for sure do that. Follow up on my list and meet up and we get stay in contact that way. Okay,
good. Quick question. Do you have any friends or family in the Dallas area?
No, sir. I do not.
Okay. What I was going to suggest, if you did have some family, maybe you could take a long weekend vacation in July and next month. Wow, it's June already. In July, there is the National Dental Association is having its 103rd national convention, annual national convention. And there's going to be African-American dentists, black dentists from all over the country that usually attend that meeting, but also students from all the dental schools across the country. That's usually the same time they meet up and they have their own dental convention. And I was going to suggest to you, if you can get to Dallas, which is like, 4 hours away from Houston?
Yes, around that. Yes, 4 hours.
About 4 or 5 hours, depending on who's driving, I'm sure. But if you could get to Houston, man, for that meeting, it's July 19th to the 23rd. July 19th to the 23rd. If you could get to that meeting, I think it will add so much value and meaning to you as you're going through this process, because you'll get a chance to meet some current dental students who were like you, probably maybe about 3 or 4 or even a year ago, applying to dental school or looking to transfer into a university so you can apply to dental school. And I think networking and getting together with them and meeting them is very, very valuable, would be very, very helpful, you know?
Yes, sir. Do they have a website I could visit? Or?
They do. It's N as in Nancy, D as in Darwin, A as in Apple, NDA online.org. O-R-G.
All right.
The other website that I want you to go to, because it deals more with your population as far as a student dentist or future student dentist, is the SNDA website. And the SNDA stands for Student National Dental Association. And their website is SNDA Net. SNDA Net, N-E-T, SNDAnet.org.
Okay.
All right. If you can make it to that, if you can figure out if you're interested in learning more about it, go on the website. But if you can make it to that, I will meet you there, and I will personally introduce you to students not only from Baylor. I think there's a couple people I met last year that are from Baylor Dental School, which will be great because that's one of the schools on your list, right?
Yes, sir.
And you'll be able to meet with some other students from all over the country that are in dental school right now, and I think that'll be a good way for you to continue this process.
Okay, and that's July 19th in Dallas.
It starts on a Wednesday, July 19th, and it runs through that Sunday, which is the 23rd or 24th, something like that. But when you go on the websites of those two organizations, you'll find the information.
All right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I hope this first coaching call has been helpful to you, man. You've got your marching orders, you got your plan of action, your battle plan, I call it. Those three things. And let's plan on circling back up maybe in about a month and a half, and just to see where you are with your progress. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Yes, sir.
And feel free to continue to email me, newdentistcoach@gmail.com, newdentistcoach@gmail.com. If you have questions or you want to, you have my cell number. You can text me also on how your progress is going.
Okay.
And that's all fair game, okay?
Yes, sir.
If you know any other friends or colleagues that are looking to become dentists or going through the same path or the same motions that you're going through, feel free to give them my email address if they have questions. Feel free to share my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Darwin Speaks on YouTube, Dr. Darwin Speaks on YouTube, and then that way they can get, if they subscribe, every time I post a video like this one that we're going to post, every time there's a video that's posted, they'll get a notification and they can watch it at their leisure. Okay?
Yes, sir. I will do so. All
right, perfect, man. Hey, I'm excited for you, Mitchell. This is an exciting time, man. Dentistry had 3 of the top 5 professions as polled and surveyed by I think it was USA Today. USA Today, one of the USA, yeah. Dentistry was number 1. Orthodontics was like number 3, I think. And I think oral surgeon was either number 5 or number 6. So it's an exciting time to be a dentist and to be looking into that profession. So I'm excited for you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. So I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. So excited for this pre-dental new dentist that's looking to join the ranks into the profession. So I'm happy for him, man. He's made that decision. Now we just got to get him into school. Get him into school via getting him into the University of Houston so he can transfer there from his community college and then apply to dental school, which is another process in itself. But I'm excited for this first step for him. So that's it for today. If you guys have any other questions, stay tuned for us later today. We're going to be going live for some dental consumer Q&A. If you have questions about veneers, got questions about oral health care, whitening, how can you change your smile, crooked teeth, missing teeth, dark or discolored teeth. Hey, this is the time to give me a call. Contact me at newdentistcoach@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Smile Dr. Darwin on Instagram, and turn on the post notifications at the top. There's a little 3 little buttons if you hit on the right hand side, and then turn on notifications. Click that, so every time that we have a post or we go live, even on Instagram, that way you'll get a notification and you can ask your question or you can see what's been uploaded for that day. All right, guys, that's my time. Thanks so much, and keep asking those questions. I'm here. My goal and my purpose is to help as many new dentists as possible, but also to help you as a dental consumer and your oral health. Take care. Bye. Bye.